Hi guys, it's me Opalwa. Today's topic is we are going to talk about interactive activities in academic presentations and how students increase their skills in foreign language, especially in English. Background. In each of us needs interactive activities and it is crucial to increase our ability and exercise our thinking skills. In this digital era, don't teacher sentences. However, all students deserve to include their opinions. Incorporate interactive activities such as group discussions, polls, or hands-on demonstrations to actively involve your audience in the presentation. By actively involving them in the presentation, using interactive activities can be an active way to engage your audience during the academic presentation. You can increase their interest and understanding of the topic. Classroom as a place of teaching learning interaction is a small miniature of wide society filled in with so many elements. In the context of language education classroom is also often called an artificial environment for teaching, learning and using a foreign language. However, we should not forget that the classroom is also a real social context in its own right, where its elements, learners and teacher enter into equally real social relationship with each other. Interactive activities. The interactive activities model is learning technique that is carried out using a two-way communication method. In this lesson, the teacher is the main figure who must be able to build an educative interactive situation. The interactive model is characterized by the formation of interaction between teachers and students in learning. And next is room discussion. In addition to providing material, students also have opinions and discuss a topic that has been discussed, so that students can also train and add broader insights. And the next is exercising critical thinking students. Students who are actively involved during the learning will learn to think critically. This learning model opens opportunities for students to ask questions or provide feedback on the material presented by the teacher. When students express a question or provide feedback, there is an evaluation process that is carried out. So students indirectly learn to make observations and become more critical of something. And the next is stimulating curiosity in students. The benefits of the text interactive learning model is to stimulate curiosity in students about something. Active involvement of students during the learning will make a student want to know more than what the teacher explained in the class. And the next is exploring student learning process. The interactive learning method also brings the advantage of helping deeper exploration of the student learning process. Through an active learning process, students can learn more than what the teacher explains. Students not only take for granted what the teacher says in the class, but also try to find out more That way, students can have a broader knowledge of a problem. And the next is adding meaning of learning. The learning process becomes more meaningful when a good interaction is formed between the teacher and the students. Students are not longer as parties who just receive it, but can also provide responses and ask questions. And the next is the learning process becomes more enjoyable. A student will not feel bored when participating in the class because there's two-way communication with the teacher. Students not only listen to what the teacher says, but can also ask questions, use use teaching media, and so on. Obviously, the kind of learning atmosphere is much more fun for students. And the next is explain the material to students. Teaching media that can be used, for example, PowerPoint, question and answer, or other technologies. Example for number one, the teacher explains what competencies will be achieved. Two, presenting learning material as an interaction. Three, the teacher presents pictures related to the material. And the fourth is the teacher appoints students to show the picture, install them, and so on, so that a new logical picture is formed. And the next is debate. Engaging in collaborative discourse and argumentation enhances students' conceptual understanding and refines their reasoning abilities. Staged at the path, exploiting an arguable divide in the day's materials. Give teams time to prepare and then put them into an argument with a theme focus on representing an opposing viewpoint. Advantages include practice in using the language of the discipline and characteristic evidence-based reasoning in their arguments. And the next is student-student interaction. Student-student interaction, this type of interaction is the second language classroom is used to that it can create opportunities for students to participate in less structured and more spontaneous language used to negotiate meaning and draw on their own prior knowledge to actively communicate with others. According to Johnson 1995, support that if student interaction is well structured and managed, it can be an important factor in the educational achievement of student and social competencies. It can also develop the learner capacities to do collaborative work. Therefore, learners will establish social relationships through this kind of IO. Interactive activities for effective learning for interaction, where the sense of learning community is promoted and isolation is reduced in the classroom.
Okay, guys, I think that's all.
Next
And thank you for
is
watching. And then see you next video. Bye for now.